My takeaways from the Super Bowl. I got 3 things, Peg.
What you got, bub?
Number 1, why the fuck did the 49ers take the ball first when they had a choice to choose? Number 2, where the fuck was George Kittle?
Playing hide and go seek, because I ain't see him either.
Not only did you fuck up my money.
My money! Damn, Georgie.
But, bro, what he had? 2 receptions for 4 yards?
2 catches, 4 yards in the Super Bowl. What you doing, player?
Damn. And then the third one will have to be there's so many different determining factors in a football game that will be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
But no moment bigger than the blocked field goal. Think about how different that game would have been if he would have made the field goal.
Wow.
Out of 1,000 times does he make it? 999 times. But that right there changes the whole trajectory of the game. Now, instead of needing a touchdown, you can kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'll digest this whole thing. First off, George Kittle. In a game as big as the Super Bowl, there's not a better time for your star players to be star players. We've seen it on the defensive side of the ball. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner was imposing their will amongst other players on the 49ers defense. Imposing their will early and letting the Kansas City Chiefs know we here. So even with that point, there comes a time for George like, yo, like, hey, keep that Travis Kelce energy where you check Shanahan.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because this is the energy he had last time they was in the same situation. I got to play this video before you dive in.
I will be back here. I will be back here, and I will be back with vengeance.
I just love my dog.
Oh, that wasn't last year.
No, that was the year they won in Miami. In Miami, they lost against the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes, first one. He was on the sideline saying, I will be back here with a vengeance. You got back there, George. No vengeance.
That's tough, man. And I know he got hurt, his shoulder, but damn, bro. Like those games, I can't stress it enough. That's a superstar type of game. Get your superstars the ball. Let them get involved in the game. Blitz them. Mm-hmm. Lock them up on your marquee matchups defensively. Special teams, just give them in a realm so they can do what they do. Offensively, get the guys touches. Debo, we saw it. C-Mac, we saw it. Brock, we saw it. Brandon Knight, we saw it. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, and it wasn't even a time where it's like, yo, he open. Why they not throwing it to him?
Yeah.
He was not open, and that's where he knows he has to be better.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like when you watch that game. From a debriefing standpoint, if I'm George Kittle, he knows he could have played better.
Could have got a little more.
And you got the rest of the offseason and the rest of the season to kind of sulk on that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, next point has to be overtime. Like, why did the 49ers – like, that's bad coaching. It's not bad coaching because it turned out the way it was. It was bad coaching because some of the 49ers players did not know the rules of the game. Like of overtime.
And also Mahomes spoke to that, how good of a coach Andy Reid is. Mm-hmm. And we have some stats on Shanahan. So let's see this.
He's one of the best coaches of all time. I believe he's the best coach of all time. I mean, I know he doesn't have the trophies yet, and I have a lot of respect for some of those great coaches. But the way he's able to navigate every single team he has, continue to have success no matter where he's at. And for me, he brings out the best in me because he lets me be me. I think that's important. Is he doesn't try to make me anyone else. I don't think I'd be the quarterback that I am if I didn't have Coach Reid being my head coach. Other than that, he wants you to be the best person you can be, and that's something that I think is truly special.
So even that tells you what Patrick just said. Mm-hmm. He lets me be me.
Correct.
That goes along with the other players too. Travis Kelce.
That's fact.
He allows him to be him. So when he's raging, that's not rage off of malice. That's rage like, yo, put me and keep me in the fucking game. Correct. I don't give a fuck if I'm blocking. I don't give a fuck if I'm running. I don't give a fuck if I'm throwing. Keep me in the game. This is my type of game. Mm-hmm. And it showed.
It showed.
See what I'm saying? Like this dude was trying to do any and everything to win. So can you, now we may not agree his tactic or his approach chest bumping them out of frustration. But that's what winners do, though.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now, everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't have that relationship with their fan base, with their organization, or even their coaches, or even players.
Facts.
But that's
what works
Andy
for
Reid's.
them.
Exactly.
And so on Kyle
can't knock it.
Shanahan's side, stats show that he blew a 25-point lead in Super Bowl 51, then blew a 10-point lead in Super Bowl 54, and then blew another 10-point lead in Super Bowl 58. Is it time to call Shanahan the 49ers, buying the 49ers exactly what they are, the biggest choke artist in NFL history?
No.
That's too much.
No, that's way too much.
That's too much.
That's way too much. Because if you say that, then the world would never know who Andy Reid is. Because before Andy Reid going into Kansas City, he never had a Super Bowl. Let's call a spade a spade.
That's fact.
People aren't patient enough. Because knowing the trajectory of success, do you or would you say Kyle Shanahan will not be back in the Super Bowl at some capacity?
Yeah, he will. Look at this.
Thank
Look, he done been in 3, and some people ain't even been in 1.
Thank you. So with that being said, either as an offensive coordinator or as a head coach, that's things that you learn from.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid went NFC Championship, NFC Championship, NFC Championship, NFC Championship, Super Bowl, loss.
And now he hit.
You learn from losses, bro.
Correct.
And going into the offseason, it's not to dredge yourself and to say like, yo, I'm shitty. Yeah, that's just the competitor in everybody. But let's put things into perspective. He will learn from this and know moving forward how to adjust.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's not to say he's a shitty coach. That's just to say like, yo, he was probably just out coached, and that's okay. You don't learn from wins more than what you learn from losses. Feel what I'm saying? So he needed this to expose where he have to get better at.
Because at one point, first half, I'm like, yo.
They here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
that defense was putting some clamps
Was
down on
biting.
it.
I was thoroughly pleased how Steve Wilkes had that defense biting. And he challenged them.
He did.
And you saw them respond to the challenge.
But that's that changer in Mahomes, dog. I mean, the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that they had him sold up at first, I'm like, yo, this ain't – them 49ers might be going off with it.
For sure.
That motherfucker hit that switch, though.
But that's a great battle.
That is.
Feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what did you expect?
That's
That's
what
what
the people
everybody
came to
wanted.
see.
Yes.
That's what – if I'm paying $25 million,
on,
whatever,
bro.
for these boosts,
We don't
somebody better be balling in this motherfucker.
We don't want no blowouts. The
We don't want
NFL is not built to have blowouts.